Hello creative friends, welcome to my video. We're doing a DIY today. It is fall, I am in a DIY zone. I have so many planned that we're gonna do together. So this is the first one, and it is a notepad video. Before I get into the notepad of it all, my office is so clean, my studio. Hold on, I'm gonna pick this up. It's not gonna be in focus, but like, okay, like that's good. Look at that tray of art stuff. It's not in focus, I'm in focus, sorry. That's my rabbit's pen, I don't have her yet. And look at all my supplies over there are clean, and like just the room itself, I won't even show you my computer desk, also pretty clean. So this is a really big deal for me because I am a chaos artist. Okay, are we still in focus? Office tour over. We are making a grocery notepad. Why? I need one. And I thought it'd be fun to make one. Also, I haven't done a notepad little video in a while, but I wanted to do one where I gave you guys the files, like you can make the exact same one. So I'll tell you more about it in the screen share, but I'm gonna show you I designed it in Canva and the link for it is in the video description. I'm gonna say that a couple times because I already filmed that part. So anyways, I hope you like it. This is a little bit different than some of my other notepad videos because I'm mixing up my materials a little bit. This one's just for me, I'm not trying to sell it, so I'm just trying out a different kind of glue and I'm using a different kind of backing board. We're also gonna put some magnets on this bad boy. So yeah, I have all the materials. I have my overhead filming set up. I have my materials in a pile. I did the design work already, and I think that's everything. So okay, let's do fall DIY. Okay, I designed all these little notepads in Canva, and actually I'm gonna put the template link for this file in the video description, so you can have it totally free, just have fun with it. I made these using just elements from the Canva library, so they're just totally free for you to use. I'm gonna personally print out the groceries one, because that's the one that I want to make first, so just like kind of looks like this. I use this little gingham pattern for all of them. If I was going to make these like more to my art style, because obviously this is just elements someone else designed, I would probably add some of my little illustrations like in the corner or in the background, really transparent, or yeah, I would just like add some little doodles or something. But as it is, I just made these like simple just for this purpose. And yeah, like I said, you can have these too. So I'm gonna print this off. I think I'm probably gonna do 4 on a page. I think 2 on a page is maybe too big. I don't know, I'll decide between now and when you see this. And then I will cut them out and we'll make the notepad and it'll be so cute. Okay, oh yeah, if you do wanna use the template, so the link will be in the video description. You need to be logged into a Canva account, but it's free. Like you don't have to pay for the Canva Pro to use this stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, I think this is cute in this size. Yeah, I'll make them 1/4 page size. All right, you're gonna have to forgive the sort of diagonal angle, but my camera mount is kind of stuck to the table right now. So this is just what we have. I printed off 8 pages with 4 on each, so we're having 32 sheets on this little notepad. The paper I'm using is the same I use for all my notepads, which is I believe it's a 24 pound, no, you know what, let me check. Okay, it's actually 28 pound paper. So regular printer paper is like 20 pounds usually. So it's just a little bit thicker. You don't have to do that. It's just what I like. And as always, I'll link all the materials in the video description. So I'm just gonna use my paper cutter to trim this one up. This design luckily goes right to the edge, so it's really easy to line up and cut. I do cut the pages individually because I'm not super coordinated and I don't mind the extra labor. My paper cutter I love. It's a laser paper cutter, but it's really old. My brother got it for me on clearance somewhere, so I don't think they sell this exact one, but if you get one, I recommend one with a laser. You probably can't see, but there's like a little red line. Can you see that? Yeah, that just shows where to cut. So here's one perfect little sheet. This is a good size for me because I can write down a lot of items, but it'll just fit in my pocket. So I'm just gonna cut 31 more of that. Okay, I finished my little pile of papers. I think they're so cute. Is this not just the cutest little notepad? I'm very excited for it. So it looks about that thick, which is good. I mean, you can make more pages if you wanted to, but I usually get bored of my designs before I run out of the thick ones. So this is what we have. These are the materials that I have pulled together. So let me talk you through them and then we'll do the thing. Glue. Normally I use this Modge Podge satin. I think it works really great, but I was curious, does Elmer's do the same thing? So I'm just gonna try the Elmer's on this project because it's just for me, I'm not selling this. So this is the glue we're using, and I have a little paintbrush that is just a cheap disposable type one that is going to be for the glue. I have some big clippies to hold the notepad together while it's being glued and drying. I've got this little magnet thing. Oh, is there actually something stuck to this? This may be not what I thought it was. Hold on, let me open it. I thought this was just some magnet with a sticky back that you could attach to photos, but it looks like there's like a sleeve. Okay, yeah, not what I wanted. Okay, well, it's still a magnet, so I'll just glue it to the back. That's fine. But anyways, I'll link something better than this. This is fine. Okay, I was very skeptical for a minute, but I just tested and it does stick to my fridge. So anyways, magnets, that's fine. I have my X-Acto knife, cutting mat, pencil, and scissors as my tools. And then for my backing board, I normally just use like a big sheet of chipboard that I buy from the art supply store, but I have all these like mailers left over, and again, this is just for me, so I thought I'll use this because it's really rigid cardboard, and that would be a great backer for this. So we're gonna start with this step. I'm just gonna trace out the size that we need. And I think I'm gonna do it down here because there's nothing on this section. There's like some faint grooves, so I'll just trace around here. All right, now I'm gonna cut that out using scissors. Yeah, sure, let's use scissors. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this precisely. Often I'll use the X-Acto knife and a ruler, but I'm just gonna do scissors right now. This looks fine, so let's make sure it fits. Yeah, okay, that fits perfect. Next step is to clamp it. I'm actually gonna get a little bit of this leftover cardboard just to protect the front page of my notepad. But basically, I'm just going to tap this a bunch of times to get the pages to perfectly line up. Sorry if I shift the camera by doing that. But ultimately, I want them to be really smooth, especially on the top edge where I'm going to glue, and that is looking pretty tidy to me. So I'm going to take this scrap and just put it over, not all the way to the top, and I'm going to use these clamps to kind of hold it together, and I'll glue it in 2 phases. I like these clamps. I got them at the art supply store. You can probably find them online, but they're really good for bookbinding projects because they have this big flat metal tab rather than like a binder clip, which I do still use. You can use binder clips or clothespins here, but this is just a little bit more ideal. So I'm gonna grab this cardboard again just to use it as some scrap because I'm gonna pour out some glue. Normally with the Modge Podge, I just dip my paintbrush in, but I'm gonna pour it. That's way more than we're gonna need, so that's fine. I'm curious to see how this works because the Modge Podge is really like plasticky and it kind of bends, so when you tear a sheet off the pad, it works really well. If this doesn't work, then I will let you know at the end of the video, and I recommend just using this, but obviously this kind of glue is cheaper and more available, so we'll see how it goes. All I'm gonna do is just paint it very gently along this top line and then leave it, clamp it for like 10 minutes, come back, do another coat, and do that a couple of times, probably at least 3 times until we have like a full saturated top glue thing. Also, I will wash my paintbrush in between coats so that it doesn't dry and become useless, just so you know. I'm just trying to paint the glue, making sure that it's hitting all the pages, including the front one, so like I'm going slightly over, but like hardly noticeably. And then also trying to make sure I'm hitting that thicker cardstock on the backing board. And sometimes I will also I'll paint down on the backboard a little bit just to create like this layer that goes over and holds it on. Hope that makes sense. I'll show you when it's all finished. There, I made sure that is not touching. I'm gonna leave it there for a couple minutes, come back and do more coats. And I will reappear here for you once I have done all of the coats. We did it. Here is the finished notepad. I did glue the top and the back a little bit. Maybe you can see there's like a thin line on the back, it's just a little shiny. So far I feel like the bottle glue held up just as well as the Modge Podge, but time will tell. I'm worried that it may get a little brittle. If it does, I know that this video is going out later. I'm filming it a little bit early, so I'll put like a note on screen if it looks like it's had anything compromising happen to it, but so far it looks pretty good. So I'm going to stick some magnets on the back. I did look at the magnet that we had that I showed you earlier, and I just decided to go back. I still had one of these like sticker magnet ones. I didn't want to mess with having to glue anything on. So it's just a little notepad, so I think we're just going to do like a little top and bottom one. And I will just cut a strip. You can actually cut these magnet sheets really easily with an X-Acto knife, and that's how I do it when I'm making any to sell, just so that it's really clean, but I'm not worrying about that right now. So I think we can probably use this whole thing. Yeah, that'll be really secure. Let's put this one at the top and this one at the bottom. And that's it. So cute. So I'm gonna go put this on the fridge as like a, I don't know, finished product shot to show you. But I would love to see if you make any using the designs that I made, or any of the other from the collection, or if you modify them. Feel free to just like let me know in the comments how it goes, or post on Instagram and tag me, because I would really love to see it. And yeah, okay, I hope you like this project. I know I've done a handful of notepad tutorials before, so you may have hung out with me while I make these in previous times, but they're always a little bit different. Like I said, I used a few different materials, and also I just really needed to have this one on my fridge. So let's go put it on there, and that will be it. Ta-da! I think it's cute. Okay, that's everything. Bye!